Have you ever noticed how winter seems to make everything harder? It's not just the icy roads or the endless layers of clothing. It's what happens inside your body, especially if you have diabetes. The cold can quietly wreak havoc on your blood sugar, your circulation, and even your immune system. Here's a fact that might surprise you. Winter doesn't just inconvenience diabetics. It creates hidden dangers that can spiral out of control if you're not prepared. Yes, the season of comfort foods and cozy blankets can turn into a battlefield for your health. But here's the kicker. Most people have no idea what's really going on. They assume it's just the weather or holiday stress when, in reality, it's a perfect storm brewing beneath the surface. Think blood sugar spikes you didn't see coming, circulation problems that worsen with every frosty morning, and an immune system that struggles to keep up. The worst part? Without the right strategies, you might be unknowingly setting yourself up for bigger issues down the line. Here's the good news. You're about to learn how to take control. This isn't just another list of generic advice. This is a deep dive into the hidden ways winter affects your diabetes and the practical, actionable tips you need to stay ahead. Ready to uncover the secrets that most diabetics don't know? Let's get started. Cold weather is no friend to your circulation, especially if you have diabetes. When the temperature drops, your blood vessels constrict as a natural response to retain heat. This process, known as vasoconstriction, reduces blood flow to your extremities, leaving your hands and feet colder, and for diabetics, this can spell trouble. Poor circulation increases the risk of complications like neuropathy or even non-healing wounds. Imagine trying to warm up with a hot beverage only to realize your fingers are tingling or numb. That's your body signaling that something's off. This is why even a simple walk outside in winter requires extra precautions. The effects of poor circulation don't stop at cold fingers. Think about how long it takes for a wound to heal under these conditions. For diabetics, impaired circulation can mean minor cuts turn into major issues. Wearing insulated gloves and warm socks isn't just about comfort, it's about protecting your health. And here's a practical tip. Keep an emergency stash of thick socks or heated insoles handy. They're not just cozy, they can be lifesavers during unexpected chills or power outages. But let's not stop there. The winter months also demand a shift in how you approach everyday tasks. A short trip to the grocery store could leave you standing on icy sidewalks longer than planned, which only worsens circulation. It's worth investing in proper footwear with thermal insulation to keep your feet warm and safe. But circulation is only one part of the puzzle. Next, let's dive into what's happening with your blood sugar when the temperature drops. Cold weather is no friend to your circulation, especially if you have diabetes. When the temperature drops, your blood vessels constrict as a natural response to retain heat. This process, known as vasoconstriction, reduces blood flow to your extremities, leaving your hands and feet colder, and for diabetics, this can spell trouble. Poor circulation increases the risk of complications like neuropathy or even non-healing wounds. Imagine trying to warm up with a hot beverage only to realize your fingers are tingling or numb. That's your body signaling that something's off. This is why even a simple walk outside in winter requires extra precautions. The effects of poor circulation don't stop at cold fingers. Think about how long it takes for a wound to heal under these conditions. For diabetics, impaired circulation can mean minor cuts turn into major issues. Wearing insulated gloves and warm socks isn't just about comfort, it's about protecting your health. And here's a practical tip. Keep an emergency stash of thick socks or heated insoles handy. They're not just cozy, they can be lifesavers during unexpected chills or power outages. But let's not stop there. The winter months also demand a shift in how you approach everyday tasks. A short trip to the grocery store could leave you standing on icy sidewalks longer than planned, which only worsens circulation. It's worth investing in proper footwear with thermal insulation to keep your feet warm and safe. But circulation is only one part of the puzzle. Next, let's dive into what's happening with your blood sugar when the temperature drops. Winter can be a sneaky culprit when it comes to fluctuating blood sugar levels. Cold weather impacts your body's stress response, causing it to release hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones, while essential for survival, can inadvertently raise blood sugar levels. For diabetics, this creates a tricky scenario. Even if you're following your usual meal plan, you might notice unexplained spikes. Imagine feeling like you've done everything right, balanced meals, regular exercise, yet your glucose monitor tells a different story. That's winter playing its quiet tricks on your system. But there's more to it than hormones. During colder months, people naturally crave comfort foods, which tend to be carb-heavy and sugary. Think of hot chocolate, holiday treats, or that extra serving of mashed potatoes. While these foods offer temporary warmth and satisfaction, they can wreak havoc on your blood sugar. The key isn't to avoid them entirely but to find healthier alternatives. For instance, swap that sugary cocoa for unsweetened almond milk with a sprinkle of cinnamon, which won't spike your levels and even has a touch of blood sugar control magic. The good news is that understanding this science gives you the upper hand. Monitoring your blood sugar more frequently during the winter can help you spot patterns and make necessary adjustments. Simple tweaks, like eating more fiber-rich meals or staying active indoors, can mitigate those spikes. And while blood sugar levels may fluctuate, another layer of winter's influence on your health lies in your immune system, a topic you'll want to prepare for next. Winter isn't just about chilly winds and shorter days. It's also a prime time for illnesses to strike, and diabetics are especially vulnerable. Cold weather weakens the immune system by slowing down white blood cell activity, which is your body's first line of defense against infections. Pair this with fluctuating blood sugar levels, known to suppress immune responses, and you've got a perfect storm. Ever notice how colds and flu seem to linger longer during winter? That's your immune system struggling to keep up, especially if diabetes is in the mix. To make matters worse, winter often brings more time indoors, where germs are shared more freely. Think of crowded malls during holiday shopping or tight indoor spaces with poor ventilation. For diabetics, a simple cold can escalate into more severe infections, particularly in the lungs or sinuses. Here's a practical step. Keep hand sanitizer and disinfectant wipes handy for those inevitable moments when washing your hands isn't an option. It's a small habit with big benefits, especially during peak flu season. But you're not powerless. You can fortify your immune system with a few intentional changes. Add immune-boosting foods like citrus fruits, garlic, and green tea to your diet. Don't underestimate the value of consistent sleep and moderate indoor exercise to keep your defenses strong. While winter poses unique risks, understanding these vulnerabilities gives you the chance to prepare. And speaking of preparation, what if we told you your body's craving for extra calories in the cold has more to it than meets the eye? Let's unravel that next. When the temperature drops, your body's natural instinct is to burn more energy to stay warm. This increased calorie demand often triggers cravings for richer, higher-carb foods. It's biology in action. But for diabetics, indulging in those cravings can lead to unstable blood sugar levels. Imagine reaching for a creamy soup or buttery biscuits. It's comforting, sure, but it could send your blood sugar spiraling. Recognizing these cravings as a natural response is the first step to managing them wisely. Instead of resisting your body's signals, why not work with them? Swap out unhealthy options for nutrient-dense alternatives that still satisfy. For example, choose a hearty lentil soup packed with fiber and protein, or try roasted vegetables with a sprinkle of olive oil. These foods not only warm you up but also help maintain blood sugar control. Planning your meals in advance is another powerful tool. Batch cooking warm, diabetes-friendly dishes can curb those last-minute unhealthy snack decisions. But let's not forget another critical piece: hydration. In colder months, thirst often masquerades as hunger. Drinking plenty of water or herbal teas can keep you hydrated and reduce overeating. Keeping a water bottle within reach is a simple yet effective reminder. While managing your energy needs is vital, it's only part of the bigger winter survival picture. So, what practical steps can you take to keep your blood sugar in check all season long? Let's uncover those next. Winter calls for a sharper focus on blood sugar control, and small changes can make a big difference. Start with the basics. Test your blood sugar levels more frequently. Cold weather can make your body react unpredictably, so keeping a closer eye on your readings allows you to catch any unusual patterns early. If you're heading outside, remember that even mild shivering burns calories and may lower blood sugar unexpectedly. Carry a quick-acting glucose snack like a small juice box or glucose tablets. Think of it as your winter safety net. Dressing appropriately is another underrated strategy. Cold extremities can slow down circulation, worsening issues like diabetic neuropathy. Invest in thermal gloves, warm socks, and insulated shoes to protect yourself. At home, consider using a humidifier to combat the dry indoor air that can irritate your skin, a common problem for diabetics during winter. And don't forget about movement. Even simple indoor stretches or yoga can keep circulation flowing and help stabilize blood sugar levels. Meal prep is your winter ally. Keep your pantry stocked with diabetes-friendly staples like whole grains, beans, and frozen vegetables. Preparing warm, balanced meals in advance means you're less tempted by high-carb comfort foods. Think hearty but healthy, like quinoa salads with roasted veggies or slow-cooked chicken stews. These habits not only help you through the season but set the stage for year-round blood sugar management. Winter may pose its challenges, but with the right approach, you can face them head-on, and there's always more to learn. So, here's the million-dollar question. Are you ready to take control of your health this winter? You now have the knowledge to manage your blood sugar, protect your circulation, and fortify your immune system, all while embracing the season with confidence. But knowledge alone won't change anything unless you act on it. What steps will you take today to create a healthier, stronger version of yourself? Will you swap out those carb-loaded comfort foods, monitor your blood sugar more closely, or finally invest in those thermal socks? Don't wait for a wake-up call. Start making those small but powerful changes now. Your body will thank you. And hey, don't stop here. There's so much more to learn and so many strategies to unlock when it comes to living well with diabetes. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because every week, we're bringing you the tips, tricks, and secrets to managing your health like a pro. Let's keep this journey going together.